like originally when we were developing this, we were like, all right, free to play game and in-app purchases, right? Because that was just the model that existed. So we started this in 2020. Now, as we started thinking about our audience, so like I've done some consulting stuff for Nike, and like I know that world and that audience and sneakers and everything. And you think about sneakers, you think about fashion with people with like Supreme or, you know, whatever. Yeah. It's about exclusivity. It's about scarcity. It's about, I have something, I own this. And so we actually were talking in the studio and we're like, how can we incorporate that into games? Because free to play games, they might have like a 48-hour sale, but they're not like, we only have 100 pair of these sneakers for someone to win. And we're like, but that's important to our audience. They place a high value on that. So how can we incorporate that in the game? And at the time they were like, you can't do that, you know, free to play, and then we start hearing more talk about like NFTs, and we're like, oh, this is really interesting. It's an interesting technology. And then we started seeing more people playing some of these like Web3 games with cryptocurrency, with NFTs. And like everything with NFTs and crypto, it was kind of the Wild West and all this weird stuff going on at the beginning. But we sat there and said, okay, let's look at these as technologies, not as a PFP NFT, a piece of art, a static image. Yeah. What does this technology allow us to do? And how can we incorporate that into a game in a way that we can still be free to play? Everyone who doesn't pay can still get that core experience and enjoy the game. But people that want to have ownership or that want to try to earn or collect have an ability to do that. It's totally optional. Mm-hmm. So that's how our game evolved, is how can we incorporate some of these things? Because a lot of people believe it's the future of gaming. A lot of people think there's a long time before we get there. Some people think it's going to be sooner rather than later. But we were like, hey, our philosophy is we want to give people an option to play games differently than what is out there. Sports games that are the way they are, we want to give them another option. Why wouldn't we let, you know, the players that want to be free to play or have a season pass have that option, and the players that want to have NFT characters or NFT courts be able to do that?
That's cool.
Yeah.